Okay, you guys, we are here at Love on Winchester. There's lots of bright lights, drinks, great atmosphere. We are your hosts. I am Candace Renee.
And I'm Leslie Smith.
We're about to get some great interviews with some great individuals. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for L3 Television. Right now, I have Shayna J, who is here. She's the creator of Melodic Monday. Just really quickly, give me a 10-second kind of overview about what Melodic Monday is.
Well, Melodic Mondays is where music meets magic. It's just grown people getting together. We're having a good time, enjoying music. You know, it brings people together anyway. So they just come, listen to good music, then they go home. I mean, it's simple like that, but it's really not so simple.
Right.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me if I want to come and sit down and enjoy some local music, like this is the spot to go.
This is it.
How often is it?
This is every Monday, every week. We do something different. I make sure I bring in different artists to keep it fresh. Then we have the Melodic Monday, which is every fourth Monday. The difference is I have two different artists, and then I have my DJ, and then we have other people who come in and do their thing as well. So it's yeah, I love it. I do.
Now I have to tell you, I don't see too many events where you can listen to a genre of just local music in an area where you're free to just sit back and relax on a Monday. Yeah. I mean, on a Monday, like turn up on a Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what is the inspiration behind Melodic Monday?
The inspiration comes from family. I have a lot of talented people in my family, and one of them is Stephanie Bolton. She's a local artist here, and she also sings on the cruise ship with the B.B. King crew. Yes. And so she was like, let me introduce you to something, because, you know, I'm 80s, 90s, hip-hop, LL Cool J, MC Light. LL Cool J, I can't live without my radio.
Right.
And so she was actually singing at Isaac Hayes, but she started at Liberty Land.
Oh, wow.
I know, she started at Liberty Land, and then we went over into Isaac Hayes, and it was just totally different. It was an eye-opener. Like, I didn't want to listen to the radio no more. I want to go, where's the live music at? Right. And so just being around her and meeting other artists, it was like, okay, so when I grow up, I'm going to do something big, you know, so.
So you're one of those very fortunate people who had the opportunity to make your dream, your childhood dream, a reality. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So how does it work? If I want to be an artist and I want my music, if I want to perform on your Melodic Monday, how do I get a part of that process?
Well, a lot of people contact me via social media. A lot here is word of mouth. You know, it's kind of like, oh, you didn't know so-and-so could sing? And I'm like, for real? Yeah, go on YouTube, or you can check them out at, you know, Ice Bar or Memphis Sounds, or it was another spot, Sugar Shack. Like, go here. And so I would go, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah. Or I just went to a situation called the I Am concert. A guy named Milton Howery. He did something and had all of the local artists to come and do their originals. And it was a lot of people I didn't know. Like, Memphis has so much undiscovered talent and discovered talent. It's kind of like you get the best of both worlds here. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, is there a particular genre you cover?
Say it again.
Is there a particular genre you cover? So if I'm a country singer, can I come and perform on a Melodic Monday?
Actually, no.
Oh.
We would have to actually probably make something happen for the country, because I'm not opposed to it. Okay. Yeah, I like Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
Here it's more like old school, 70s, 80s. I can say something to keep the people dancing, you know, the Marvin Gaye era, or if it's something now like the Janae Aiko. So it's kind of a mix, like neo soul, old school.
So I'm hearing soul, funk, R&B.
I mean, seriously, because Stephanie came here and sang Prince, whereas Gerald Richardson came and he sang Al Green.
Okay.
So it just depends on the artist and how they make it feel and come out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next? When's the next Melodic Monday, and what can we expect to see?
September 28th. That's the next. It's every fourth Monday. this month I kind of slowed it down since we're going into a season change. So I was like, let's kind of make it laid back. So I brought in a young lady. Her name is Bijou. Now I discovered Bijou on Facebook. She's from Little Rock. Awesome. Do you understand me? Awesome. And Brittany Luckett, she sings at like Molly Fontaine's, and I was like, as sultry as they are, because she kind of reminds you of Nora Jones type. And I was like, if I bring those two together, that'll be epic. So it's gonna be real sexy. It's gonna be like a real ladies' night. Like, yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about the people in the behind the scenes? I know we've got you on the forefront as the promoter, as like the face of Melodic Monday. So who are the people behind the scenes?
Well, I have several sponsors behind the scenes that help me. One of them is Allstate, which is Willis Sanders, and he does an awesome job with helping me getting things together as far as like if I can go to him and be like, what do you think about such and such as an artist and comment? He'd be like, yeah, he gives me the okay and nah, yeah. Then we have the Candle Bakery, because we do have a line out of candles for Melodic Monday and for Love Theory, the band. Then we have LA Fitness. You got to stay in shape. Yes, we do. All of that.
I gotta hide my gun.
Then we have Tri-State Defender, Burnell Smith. Download the app today. Yes, and there is some others like Face Girl. Now, I can't do this without Nikki because I have to have my face right. Jesus. And I mean, she goes and they call it beating.
Face beat.
She beats me.
I love Nikki.
Face
she does an awesome job beating faces.
Yeah, beating. So then I have someone who's behind the scenes. Her name is Nina Allen, and she's like my right hand. Yeah, she helps me seriously. Like when they call for booths and everything, she's my behind the scene girl who handles that because I can't really balance everything. Then we have, DJ Lynn on the ones and twos. Yes. Yes. And then, we have Curtis, who actually has this venue. I'm like, can't do it without a venue.
Right.
And then with it having great customer service and also being just something that you wouldn't even think would be in Memphis when you walk into the lounge. It's like, oh, okay, am I still in Memphis or did I go to LA? Like, So the group that I have behind the scenes, and it's something that I have not named for particular reasons, but everybody helps me in a good way, and helps. I'm talking about even with constructive criticism, because sometimes I may not be the nicest person. You get what I'm saying? So you need somebody who's going to tell you the truth, or I'm walking around frowned up, didn't know. You need to smile because you in public. So I have those people backing me.
Those people are always critical when it comes to any kind of business or any kind of project, be it a job interview, all the way to putting on an event, which you do all the time.
Yeah.
Now, I have a birdie in my ear that is telling me that you have business ventures outside of Melodic Monday. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, I do. I'm actually an author. I do poetry. I've been doing poetry since 2007, actually, and I have like 5 books out now. And that's actually how I got started. I did a book signing, and a guy came to me. He was like, you need to do more than book signing. You need to get something together that you love and make money off of that. And I was like, okay, well, I can, do live music and see what happens. I was doing it as a hobby. Okay. And it turned into something massive. So never would I have thought writing my books that, hey, I'm going to be a promoter, And it's more to me than just that, but it's like I didn't want to be a promoter. It was I wanted to be, the best writer in America and get the Pulitzer. Okay. I wanted to be,
Right.
The author.
Yes. Now, author Shayna J. I have a question, or a request rather. Can you give us like one stanza from one of your favorite poetries? Just a little snippet for the audience to take a little sneak peek. Yes, I am so intrigued.
Just give you a few sentences because I haven't done this in so long. Oh my God, hate you.
With love.
Oh, my lemon drop. Oh, how I love thee. Let me count the ways. And I'm not going to go any further than that because
But that was
I know,
deep.
I'm gonna
that
leave
was
it.
deep. Oh, lemon drop. Oh, let me hear the waves.
Let me explain it. Can I explain it?
Okay, really quickly.
Okay, because there is a difference between being a poet and a spoken word artist. I write to release. So a lot of things that you won't see me doing is going out and doing spoken word, because a lot of things that I have released, I don't want to remember. So it's like writing a diary, but I just happen to write, and things rhyme, but it makes sense. You know?
Right.
And so when I was writing Lemon Drop, it was a fluke, actually, because I was going through a divorce. And a lot of people deal with divorce in different ways. Drinking was my thing. So the lemon drop was like my boo. So I wrote the lemon drop as if it was my man.
So if I want to buy this wonderful book of poetry that's an insight into the release of your life, how can I find that information?
Well, all of my books are Nook and Kindle friendly, so you can go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Also, I have my own website as well. It's www.shanaj.com. Yes. And I normally have books on me as well, so I'm here to connect. So connect with me. I'm on all of the social media sites, of course. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus. Trying to get this Snapchat thing. I'm kind of nervous.
You should try. You should look into Periscope.
I heard Periscope is awesome.
Awesome for people like you who's got a business, especially with your Melodic Mondays.
Okay.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The author/creator and lady promoter
Yes, hi.
of Melodic Monday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back after the break.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company. We specialize in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your special events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media, your #1 source for all your videography and photography needs. Give us a call today.
All right, Memphis, it is Candace Renee once again, and we are sitting with the stylish and fabulous Michael Lopez, creative designer and male model. What's going on with you today?
Thank you. Everything's fine. I'm enjoying Memphis. How's everything with you?
Oh, I'm always wonderful. I'm happy to be sitting here with you because we've worked together in the past, and you've recently left Memphis. So how has that been? You were in Charlotte, correct?
Yes, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. So how is the fashion scene different there than it has been in Memphis? And you're from Brooklyn, correct?
Yes, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
So how is it different there, and what have you learned and kind of picked up since you've been there?
All right. The difference is Charlotte is more of a metropolitan city.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very close to New York. A lot of people call it the brand new Brooklyn because a lot of the banks and industries in which the banking industry is where I went to college for accounting. So it has the metropolitan city feel to it. It's very, very huge, very, very big. And with that being said, in regards to the fashion industry, there may be 5 to 6 fashion weeks going on throughout the year. So there's always
That's
a fashion
dope.
event going on. There's so many different genres, so many different creatives. There's a lot of celebrities around that area as well. So Memphis is getting there. They're really, really building. But the creative talent here, everything that I learned, I would say I learned here rather than learning there in Charlotte. I'm just applying it to myself, my brand, my craft, and now my employees there.
Outstanding. Memphis is a great place to get started. So you've talked about celebrities. So you was telling me that you've styled some celebrities, right?
Yes. I
Right.
have been
So
styling
you
some
gonna-
celebrities lately.
Yeah, you gonna give me the list? Kim
A
K.
little list. Not her, not yet. I just sent out a few pieces to Elle Vonner.
I
So
love her.
I'm very, very excited about her new album. It's amazing. Hasn't dropped yet, but once you guys listen to it, you'll
It
fall
doesn't
in
matter.
love.
Elvana is amazing.
Yes, definitely. I am in negotiation right now. Haven't completely finished the project with Big Mike from Day 26.
Wow.
Also, Jay Styles from Blackstreet.
Yes.
If you remember that group, I love that group.
Yes.
And we're working on a lot of projects right now. So that's
Cool.
definitely a major thing. And a few other ones in which I'm sending out. So really excited. I don't want to put the names out there until we get everything 100%.
Got you. So tell me about Cashmere Designs and your fashion designing and all of that.
Cashmere is a resort style clothing line.
Okay.
So pretty much I started out doing runway. I started out in the South primarily, even though I'm from Brooklyn. I developed my brand in New York, and it wasn't until I moved to the South until I got an opportunity to develop the brand to manufacturing and production. I recently went from high fashion couture over to resort style. I wanted to be a little bit more tangible for a lot of the people that stated, oh man, well, I don't go anywhere fancy enough to wear that gown or go somewhere in which I will wear something from a New York showroom, or they may have been in the South and never went to New York to be able to experience that type of lifestyle. So I wanted to create a New York lifestyle for the South. I love the South, definitely migrated here like a bird, it seems like. So therefore, I just wanted to create something different, something tangible, something in which you can see off the runway and then wear it directly off the runway and go out on a date or go out for the city.
Yes, and you seem so educated and so passionate about fashion and the industry as a whole. When did you get started? And approximately, like, how long have you been doing this? Like, when did you decide, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want to be in fashion, because it's a little bit harder for guys. So it's like, when did you decide, you know what, I'm going to take this challenge and I'm just going to dive in, I'm going to do it, and this is going to be my career and how I make money?
All right, well, actually, it was about 4 years ago in which I stated this is what I want to do, but I didn't know about the way to actually go about doing it.
Yeah.
So I met up with a lot of creatives. I feel as though once you establish your circle to be surrounded by positive influences, that's when things begin to change, and that's when your life begins to change. So about 3 years ago is when I did that transition my circle to be around other designers, other stylists, photographers, artists, and change my world around in that aspect. I developed the brand about 3 years ago and have been designing ever since.
That is so cool. And you said you started 4 years ago. Where do you see yourself in your career as a model and creative designer, in addition to being a designer, 4 years from now?
Right. Well, surprisingly, I never really applied myself as a model. It was funny. A friend of mine is
Stop lying.
Nah,
We've seen the shoots.
It's real funny as far as like I met somebody that had a business card and it had their face on there, and I was rambling through a whole bunch of business cards and couldn't put a name with a face and actually recognize who that person was.
Yeah.
So when they put their face on the business card, I was like, oh, I remember the conversation I had with them and everything. So I met an amazing photographer and just stated, I want my face on my business card. And he had an idea of putting my face on the business card, and I passed it out, and people were saying, oh, I want you to model for my line. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. So with him being a photographer, he would kind of step in and say, well, he models, so connect with me, and then he can get paid for what he does.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. I started, doing magazines. I'm skinny. I can't get fat, obviously. So,
Me neither.
But look at the fact. But it actually worked out in my benefit because I was tall and skinny and got an opportunity to walk in New York Fashion Week just based off of being in the right place at the right time. And it opened up a lot of doors for me.
I bet.
So
New York Fashion Week?
I started doing it, yeah.
That's like the holy grail of fashion. So what's your favorite pose? You gonna pose for me?
Oh
do a
my
pose.
gosh.
Come on, do the pose.
I played sleep in a picture one time. I guess it was like an accessory, and it's like I love sleep, so it's my favorite pose. Like I was just like,
I love sleep too. I think we all do.
Exactly. I don't get too much of that nowadays, so therefore, whenever I can at least pretend to do it, it's like
Many
that'd be my
entrepreneurs
favorite
don't. Okay, so what celebrity do you think you could change their style? Like, what celebrity you just like, man, like, why you got that on? Like, Like, who do you really just see in media, on social media, and on television? You like, let me snatch that off you. And
Oh my gosh. I'm sure this particular celebrity is probably, whatever name I come up with, is probably going to contact me your inbox or something and say, "Did you really just put my name and put me on blast like that?" It's so many. It's so many. Charlotte, North Carolina is very, very close to Atlanta.
yeah.
So I would definitely have to broadcast an Atlanta artist. Definitely Future would be one of them. I'm sorry. I just feel as though artists in the hip hop community
Right.
can go way more couture. So definitely that aspect. Big Sean, the number one male that I would love to tap into would be Fabulous. So definitely me being from Brooklyn, I grew up listening to his music. Shameless plug, I'm actually working on an album right now.
Yeah.
So
Wait, an album?
Yes. So
okay, so
definitely
what
that's
are
gonna
you,
be
a
one of the
singer,
things.
R&B? Like what?
I
You're a rapper?
I started out singing actually, and unfortunately there was a mishaps that I had in my lifetime that allowed me not to sing anymore. So I transitioned a lot of my lyrics to poetry.
Yeah.
So it's more of like a hip hop album, but I have a lot of features on there. So I have a rock and roll artist from Memphis. I have music R&B artists from all over. A lot of the celebrities that I've just mentioned are going to be on the album as well. So I'm really, really excited about that.
That's crazy. That's why you don't sleep. You out here rapping, designing everybody, modeling, sleeping, modeling. Okay, so what do you feel about Yeezys? You like Yeezys?
Yes. I'm actually a huge fan of the line.
Really?
A lot of people aren't.
So you would pay $1,500 for some Yeezys?
I feel as though, well, once $1,500 is affordable for some Yeezys, yeah, but I feel as though that he's really going for a post-apocalyptic theme, and I feel as though a lot of people, they feel as though it's slavery, or they feel as though it's degrading for the price.
Yeah.
But it's the quality, and a lot of times I just launched my Birds of a Feather T-shirts, and I feel as though even as a designer, it's completely different than other T-shirts that are out here.
You said quality?
Yes.
Now, from what I've seen, it looked like spandex.
Well, you also have to imagine, like as a designer, I really pay attention to like the type of nail line. There's actually a new fabric out that Jay Styles from Blackstreet will be wearing.
Okay.
It's a brand new fabric that's more like the Batman material. And I just thought it was just spandex myself, but it completely feels different. It attracts the heat differently. It attracts sweat differently. And although I have not felt Kanye West collection, I know that he pays attention to quality, and a lot of people fail to realize he's not making the clothes for us to buy personally. He's making the clothes for those movies. The Fifth Element movie, the Divergent, all of those post-apocalyptic movies. That line would be perfect for those particular movies. So all he's doing, like the segways that are really, really popular right now, the flying car era in which we're trying to get to sooner or later, or I'm sure we're going to get to sooner or later, he's just trying to spearhead that particular era. And me doing a lot of post-apocalyptic clothes in the near future, me putting together my Journey collection. I also have a major collaboration with Fendi that I'm working on right now. And I feel as though that's going to spearhead. So I'm really proud of Kanye West for even opening up the doors for that.
Okay.
We're going to take backlash. That's what we're going to do.
You've convinced me. Okay. I'm not a designer, so, you gave a great argument, but I don't know. Still looks like spandex to me. So tell everybody out there where they can find you, your designs, your portfolio, your sleeping picture, your poetry, your rap. Tell them where they can find everything about Michael and what he does.
Oh my gosh, I try to separate my life in columns so that so it's organized, and it's organized chaos, if that makes any sense. Number one thing is definitely follow me on social media. Everything is World of Cashmere, so that's World of Cashmere spelled CASHMIR. If you put that in Google, you'll see my Instagram. Facebook is definitely a way to get in contact with me and my staff. Also, the website. You can go to the website. It'll have different elements depending on what you want to contact in regards to modeling, requesting for me to be in a show, requesting for interviews or appearances. Everything's on the website as well. I have a few modeling agencies that I'm signed to. Definitely one being the Project Hue, which if you go to projecthue.com, if you go to Project Hue's website, Taya Knapp is the manager, so you can get in contact with me as a model either in New York or anywhere.
You're so awesome.
Thank you. You're amazing. You're amazing. Like, I feel so bad that it's been so many years since you modeled for me. And,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
been a
looking
long
forward to it.
time.
So
It's
we
been a long
definitely got to
time,
make that
but-
happen.
I'm still a model. I am. I
Well,
try.
if Memphis gets me in a show, then we can make something happen. Really appreciate
All
it.
right. Well, Michael Lopez, man of many hats. He does everything. What are you? Are you a chef too?
Oh my gosh, no, no. But I am a professional food taster.
I'm
so
done.
if somebody is a
I'm
chef,
done.
then I will definitely make sure that gets tasted properly. So
Got you. Thank you so much for talking with us, Michael. Once again, Michael Lopez back in Memphis talking with L3 Television, only right here. All right, you guys, it's been an outstanding evening of very interesting interviews with Shayna J. and Michael Lopez. We are your hosts. I am Candace Renee.
And I'm Leslie Smith. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to follow us online at www.l3television.com. We want to hear from you. We want to interact with you. So please be sure to follow us on Facebook at L3 Television.
Also, make sure you catch us every Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. And if you would like for us to interview you or cover your events, make sure that you email us at info@l3television.com.
You're watching L3 Television, and until next time, good night.
Good night.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company. We specialize in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your special events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media, your #1 source for all your videography and photography needs. Give us a call today.